Hello all, I am Dr. Kushal Kanno along with Mr. Subhash in the EMI lab. So today we are going to demonstrate measurement of pressure using Burdon tube experimental setup. So you are finding a Burdon tube experimental setup. This is the setup of Burdon tube. You can see the construction of the Burdon tube. It is similar to that which we have seen in the theory. So this is the angular deflection part of the Burdon tube, and this is the air pressure measurement part of the Burdon tube. So you can see here an air regulator. So we are supposed to input the air through this air regulator knob, and the output of this air regulator knob is given to this Burdon tube. So the input air pressure is measured with the help of this instrument. So it will measure in kg per centimeter square, so or psi air pressure. And the deflection of the needle, you can find the divisions on the periphery. You can find a circular, it is mentioned 0, 30, 60, 90, 150, 180, 210, 240 and 270. So these are the number of or you can say the deflection of the needle that can be observed from that dial. Now this is the Burdon tube setup, but we need air pressure to be filled inside. So for that purpose, you are finding here this is an air chamber. In this air chamber we have to fill the air. So we are using this particular arrangement. This is very common and you might have seen this somewhere in your day-to-day life. So this is an air pressure instrument with the help of muscle pressure of the leg. So with the help of legs we can apply force on the pedal of this instrument, and we can feel the air. So you are finding a display on this instrument. So this indicates how much pressure is required, just like you feel the air in your vehicles, two-wheeler or four-wheeler. So you are finding here the values on the display: 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. So approximately 30 kg per centimeter square pressure we will fill in this chamber. So first of all we will fill the air with the help of this arrangement in this air chamber, and later on with the help of this air regulator we will allow the air to get filled inside the Burdon tube, and as we will release the pressure from the air chamber, as the air will get released, you will find that the needle will move. And we have to note down the position of the needle as well as the air which is being filled inside this chamber. So now I will request Subhash to fill the air in the air chamber with the help of this arrangement. Now before filling the air chamber, we have to ensure that there is no air inside the chamber. So we have removed the pipe which is connected to this instrument. So this pipe is removed, okay, and you are finding that there is no air in the chamber, no air is coming out of the chamber. So now this is just to ensure, before starting the experiment we have to ensure that there is no air in the chamber. Now we will fill the air in the chamber with the help of this arrangement. Now you can see that the air has been filled. Earlier it was 0, now it is showing some value, approximately 20. You can see the initial positions. This is at 0, this is also at 0 position. So now the air is filled and it is showing approximately 40 kg per centimeter square. So this much air has been filled inside this chamber. Now what we have to do first, with the help of the regulator knob. Now Subhash is adjusting the regulator knob. So he is slowly moving the regulator knob and he will release the pressure from the chamber inside the Bourdon tube. Now you can see that it has been moved. The display, on the display you can see that earlier it was at 0 position, now it has moved to 5 position. So at 5, this is at 5 kg per centimeter square. It is approximately it is somewhat more than 30. Approximately 35 we can take. So for 5 kg per centimeter square we are getting 35 angular deflection. Okay, so the angular deflection in degrees is 35. So you can see here a table, the observation table. So the input air pressure we have to set with the help of that controller knob, and the angular deflection in degrees we will measure from the Bourdon tube. Now again he will release the pressure from 5 to 10. So you can see that this is approximately 10, and the deflection we are observing it is approximately around 70. So earlier it was 35, now it is 70 for 10 kg per centimeter square. Now again he will release the pressure from 10 to 15. So you can see that the air pressure is approximately 15 and the deflection you can find it is approximately 125 or 130. Okay, so you can see the deflection of the needle is somewhat proportional, not exactly but somewhat proportional to the change in the air pressure. Now again we will move it from 15 to 20. So this is approximately So this is approximately 20 now, and for this pressure you can see the deflection is around 180. Okay, now let us try again if we can add one more reading for 25. It is set to 25 approximately. Okay, so this is what we can adjust maximum, and for this value the reading of the needle is around 210 or 220 degrees. So what we have done, first of all we have filled the air with the help of this instrument in this air chamber, and this is our Bourdon tube arrangement. We have released the air from this air chamber with the help of this air regulator knob. how much air we are releasing is measured with the help of this air pressure equipment, which will measure the air pressure which is being released inside the Bourdon tube, and the deflection of the needle will be in accordance with the air that we are filling inside the Bourdon tube. So the input to the Bourdon tube will be air, which is a non-electrical quantity, and output of the Bourdon tube is an angular deflection, that is also an non-electrical quantity. Okay, so input quantity is physical and output quantity is mechanical. Okay, input quantity is air and output quantity is angular deflection. So this is how this Bourdon tube can be used to measure the pressure. This is an example of an measurement of air pressure. Okay, so this Bourdon tube can be used as a primary transducer, so where the input to the Bourdon tube in this case is air, output is angular deflection. This is all about the experiment, and the rest of the part, now this is not an electrical circuit, so there is no power supply, nothing you are finding here. So we have just, it is isolated, you can see, I will show you the equipment. There is no supply connected, there is no electrical supply required for this experiment to perform. Okay, so it is purely based on the physical and mechanical arrangement, and this is how we can perform the experiment. Thank you very much.